everybody, welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1. How many times have you brought a brand new wig out of the box and immediately decided that it's not going to look beautiful on you? I'm guilty of this, especially when I was a new wig wearer. Well, never fear, I'm going to show you how to work that wig and take it from box to beautiful in less than 5 minutes. Coming up. So I want to put out a disclaimer on this before I get started, and that is, please do not try any of these things that I'm going to demonstrate to you today if you plan on returning your wig, as this may jeopardize your return. So once the wig is out of the box, you've looked at it, you've inspected it, you've determined you're going to keep it, the first thing that I do is shake it out really well. You've seen this before. I think everybody does this. They just take it out and they give it a shake. Why do we do that? We do that to loosen the fibers from the cap. During the manufacturing process, they get really stuck, kind of vacuumed into that cap. You really want to bring air into the cap and separate the fibers to release the natural beauty and movement of the wig. So giving it some vigorous shakes right out of the box is going to make a big difference. So this next tip I actually learned from Frank Campanella, who is a designer for hair you wear. And Frank suggests that when you do get a wig, brand new wig out of the box and you decide to keep it, turn it upside down, use a wig safe brush or comb, get right down to the root and just pull those fibers out from the cap in an outward movement. Gentle, just the root part is all that's needed because they're really tightly bound to that cap, you see. So by setting them free, you're going to create a little bit of separation. You're going to bring those fibers to life. It's going to help you flesh out that style a little bit easier as well. So once you have applied the style and made all of your adjustments and you look in the mirror, this is kind of the do or don't moment, right? There's a little bit of anxiety if it's not exactly what you want to see and you're not quite sure how to make it work for you. So the first thing we want to do is really work that front according to your tastes and preferences. Whether it's a lace front wig or it's a standard cap wig, it makes no difference. If you're working with a lace front, there's a couple of things you want to do. The first thing you want to do is find your parting space, that parting space that's going to divide the hair and frame your face in the way that you like it. And once I find that parting space, again, if I have a lace front, I'm going to hold the hair back and just take my fingers a little bit and swirl a little on that lace front. Sometimes those fibers are really stiff in there, and until you wear it quite a bit, they might not really come to life for you. So you can speed up that process just by swirling on the lace front a little bit, loosening up those fibers, okay? And then you might even see that it is immediately looking better for you. The next thing is, and you've all seen me do this as well, whether it's a heat-friendly style or a regular synthetic, I use the heat from my hands to create a little bit of lift and contour. Just using the heat of your hand, you can really work it into a really nice contour for you that's really more subtle than if you were to use any kind of appliance. So again, rubbing your hands together, creating a little bit of friction and heat. Then I take the heel of my hand here and go on the right side of my part. I hold it back and I press down. This will help it contour away from the face instead of flopping in the face. So I do this repetitively. So the first time I hold it down, it's for about 20 to 30 seconds. But then I continue to do that. And depending on the wig, it could take more passes. But this particular one responds very well to heat. I don't know if it's because it is a heat-friendly style. But again, going on both sides of that part and doing this maneuver. I can do the same thing with a standard cap wig without any lace front. You can still do that. But typically what I would do in that case is I would leave a few hairs down in the front and then go right below the hair, right behind the hairline and start with my repetition and heat from my hands. So that's what you need to do to work the front without any heat, without any styling product. But now what I do, and I always do this, is I just pick and fluff. That is my method, to pick and fluff. So I use the two fingers, my index finger and my pinky, just to get in the root and kind of pick and fluff, and that brings air into the layering. It separates the layering, brings out any of the texture of the style and the curl. So it's not quite a combing, it's just a quick pick and fluff. So many of you ask me, Taz, how do you get your wig style to look so wispy when on other reviewers it just kind of looks flat or it looks stiff? And this is honestly all I do. I just bring air into the fibers by picking and fluffing, and that is it. If you have a style that has a lot of permatease, even if you're a permatease fan, it can sometimes be a little daunting to get the style exactly where you want it. So with me, a lot of times, if I've got a thick, heavily permatease style, again, I'll use the heat from my hands. I'll put it underneath the wig, get right to the root, and compress that permatease. The heat from my hand against the heat from my scalp will shrink the permatease a little bit in those certain areas. You may have to take a couple passes, but it really does create a much slimmer profile in the areas that I want. Mine is always right here at the temple. I like a little bit of a slimmer profile right above the ear. And so I always tend to kind of shrink the permatease with the heat of my hand in those areas. The sky is the limit. It's up to you. Decide what looks good on you and make it work, make it happen. I think of those, some of those hedges that they trim into these beautiful shapes and things like that. It's kind of like that with the wig. I mean, you can just really use the heat of your hand and some simple methods to create a work of art that looks beautiful around your face. So that's it. Those are some simple ways on how to work that wig and bring it from box to beautiful in less than 5 minutes. Talk to you soon on Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1.